Hey lovely sexy hobby people, welcome to today's video, which is going to be a look through the Warhammer Combat Patrol Premium Set number 1. It's our Brutallis, Dreadnought and Hive Tyrant. We do get the magazine, which will have all the build and paint instructions in it. And then we have 2 sprues for the Hive Tyrant. And we have 3 for the Ballistus Dreadnought, along with the relevant sized bases. So come and join me on the desk and we'll have a look through. Hey lovelies, let's have a look at our first premium set for Combat Patrol, shall we? Nice box. I've liked all the boxes that the Combat Patrol stuff has come in so far. I've kept all of them because they're so handy. But basically we get our magazine and then we get our Hive Tyrant and then our Ballistus Dreadnought. Not Ballistus, Brutallis Dreadnought. There you go. Right, let's pop that aside. Let's pop the plastic aside. Let's have a look at the magazine. So, we're coming straight in with how to build for our Hive Tyrant. So quite a few steps for this one. You do get some choice of different weapons, but I'm assuming we're going to be building in order for it to conform to the Combat Patrol data cards, I'm assuming that we need to stick with the weapons loadouts that are being chosen for us. And then we have our Brutallis Dreadnought. Okay, so now I built the Contemptor Dreadnought. Is it Redemptor Dreadnought? Redemptor, I think it is. And I had to do an awful lot of shaving of plastic in the shoulder sockets in order to A, get them to actually fit, and then B, rotate. So I'm assuming that they might not be the same mould, but I'm assuming what they are is the same CAD files which we use to make that part of the mould. Because it's really only the weapons fit, the 2 close combat arms that are different, significantly different for this. So we wait and see. But it looks like, so ordinarily, let me get... So we have our Ballistus Dreadnought, which came with Leviathan, and then we have our Redemptor, which we got with Imperium magazine. So that's the only places I've picked up these Primaris scaled Dreadnoughts. They sit on a shelf, so that's why they're all dusty. But rotating these arms, I had to do a lot of shaving in order to be able to make it fit, and then I had to do some filing on the underside of the lugs to also get them to fit and rotate. But if we look at the legs for this, it looks like the knee guards have an extra piece of armour across the top there, and then we have additional armour going onto the sides. Yeah, that's what it looks like, the additional bits and pieces. Oh, it looks like we've got some end caps going onto the knee and ankle joints as well as armour protection, because this is going to be a close combat. This Brutallis is going to be a close combat monster. It would seem that we're going to be looking at extra protection all round for it. Then we're coming into the arms. And these power fists do look beefy. They really do look beefy. And there you go. It's got a peg that you use it to glue. You can remove the small peg on top of the larger peg with your clippers. This will allow you to rotate the Dreadnought at the hip. Oh, so they put that into it, I suppose, which is good. Then we're painting. So Brutallis Dreadnought in blue. So some of the other stuff that we're going to be getting, other paints, we're going to be getting Cowguard blue, Stormhost silver, Mechanic standard grey, Pallid Witch flesh, white scar, Administratum grey, I should say. Baraknar burgundy we've had, Squid orange we've had. We're going to be getting Avalon sunset soon. Wraithbone. So yeah, there you go. Those are your monsters for the premium set, and then painting. Finished models. Right, Brutallis Dreadnought. So an info sheet. Twin Icarus Iron Hail Heavy Stubber. Twin Multi-Melter. These are the weapons on the waist. So that's cool. Nice bit of anti-tank. You release a volley of that before charging in to take out enemy armour, I suppose. And then Brutallis Talons. Then you have the datasheet. And then we're on to our Hive Tyrants. So we've got Bone Sword, Lash Whip, and Heavy Venom Cannon as our weapons for our monsters. And then the datasheet. Well, this looks like it's just the full datasheet. I wonder if I'm disappointed that data cards weren't included with the premium set. Right, the Ultramarines have encountered a dangerous threat and a valuable opportunity in accordance with some mysterious synaptic imperative. The Hive Mind has dispatched a Hive Tyrant to command its forces directly. The Space Marines have launched a desperate assault to assassinate the Hive Tyrant, whatever the cost. Mission: Forsworn Fury. Two champions stand before each other on the battlefield, a towering Hive Tyrant and an ironclad Brutallis Dreadnought. Each leads a vanguard force. Their mission is to destroy a key enemy target, breaking their foe's resolve and leaving them unable to counterattack. So your army lists are for Space Marines. So you're going to have the full Space Marine Combat Patrol, which is the Captain in Terminator armour, your Librarian in Terminator armour, 5 Infernus Marines, 5 Terminators, and then the Brutallis Dreadnought. And then the full Tyranid Combat Patrol, which is the Winged Tyranid Prime, 20 Termagants, 3 Von Ryan's Leapers, and... Oh, actually, no, it's not the full, because the Barb Gaunts aren't included in that. Okay. So yeah, so the Barb Gaunts are missing out of the Tyranid Combat Patrol on this particular mission. But you have the Von Ryan Leapers and the Psychophage, and then including the Hive Tyrant. You're going to be deploying in L shapes in opposite table corners. And you've got 5 objective markers set up in a dice 5 pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Right. let's have a look at the plastic. Now, so that's a big old base for the Brutallis Dreadnought. Right, so our Hive Tyrant has wings. But looking at this wee beastie does look pretty cool. So we've got a head here. Looks like we've got different arm weapons. So you're going to have some fair bits left over. Is that the only head we get with this? No, we get a second head here. There's one there. So I quite like that one actually. Over that one. Yeah, so when was this sculpted? This is a sculpt of 2011. Right, so this is our weapon that we're going to be using, the Venom Cannon, and then we're going to be using the Lash Whip and the Bone Sword. So here's our Bone Sword that we're going to be using, and I think this is our Lash Whip here. Yeah. It's just like you've got an option for two different tails. They're very similar though, they're just one's bigger than the other. So it's like you've got this little kind of two barbed thing at the end, but you've got the same on this one, but it's a bit bigger, a bit chunkier. Looks like once you've decided what head you're going to use, you have two jaw pieces that you need to glue on. So detail is going to be good on this. And yeah, you've got plenty of other weapons. So you've got a pair of bone swords here, another pair there. You've got some nice rending claws here. They look fantastic. I'm liking the look of those. Right, now the interesting thing is I'm looking, looks like we've got some different legs where it's clawed. They end in a claw. So that's, that would be an interesting build to see what that one looks like. And then obviously you've got the torso build up here. Looks like it's 4 pieces sandwiched together. Yeah, cool. Like it. Like it, like it, like it. Loving these wings. They look fantastic. Are we putting the wings on? I can't remember if we are. No, we're not. We're not putting the wings on. That's disappointing. Oh well. Would have been good. But yeah, disappointing. Okay. Right. Wonder if I could find a torso on Xenobits on Colts 3D. And then use my spare parts to build another Hive Tyrant. Right, so 60mm base for the Hive Tyrant. We've got a much bigger one for our Brutallis Dreadnought. So spread over 3 sprues. I can only see one sarcophagus front, which is disappointing. You know, it would have been nice to have a couple of choices. Only one hinged armour plate as well. Oh no, second one there. So we get 2. Take your pick which one you go with. So 1, 2. Still only seeing one sarcophagus front though. Weapon options for the waist guns include heavy bolters here. We've obviously got the multi-melters that can be put in place instead. And your heavy stubbers autocannon thing here as well. There's a pair of those. There's another one on this sprue there. There's a lot of miniature parts in for build up for this. The power fists and the wrists and the claws are really going to take some work, and it looks like we have the options of having stabby claws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or stubby fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can see 6 there and 7, 8. So yeah, so you can either have, with this you can either have stabby claws or stubby fingers. Take your pick, depending on what you want to go with. I'm probably going to go with stabby claws, to be quite honest, because I would assume that the armor, the armor offensive abilities with the with rend or like piercing damage would be quite phenomenal. Excellent. Right, so there's the multi-melters. 1, 2, 3, 4 bits for the multi-melters, and yeah, just 4 for the 4 bits for your heavy bolters. So they get stuck together, they're halves. We've actually got some purity seals with this kit. That's nice. Right, cool, excellent. I will do separate build videos for each of these, just because they're quite involved, and I will get those up as soon as I can. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you will join me in the next video. All right, take care, bye-bye.